Hi guys, it's Cindy
And Robert.
with Pups and Crochet.
So we're here today to talk about, I got Cindy a Happy Mail.
Yeah, I got me happy now.
It was, I saw these things from the Titanic, and she loves the Titanic. So I bought her a few things. As you can see, our hats.
Yes.
See, this is my hat. See? And this is hers. I'll show yours. Oh, look at that one. So pretty.
He's so pretty. He got this as a good little present for me.
No, but I forgot. I got a shot glass up on my shot glass thing, but I don't want to get up and get it because I'm being lazy. So
We'll show that in another video.
yeah, I forgot to grab that, but it's okay. So we got. I bought.
But first, we got to go through a couple announcements. I'm sorry that I'm behind. You know, I missed the Yarnaholics yesterday, and sorry about that. I honestly did not know we were doing it that day. I have been kind of going back and forth to the doctor, so I forgot.
She's wearing a big old boot.
Yeah.
She found out she has not one, not two, but 3 heel spurs on one heel.
Yeah, that are going from the bottom to the side. So they're gonna, doctors.
So
gonna
she's
call
having
me.
a good old time with that.
Yeah. So it's either gonna be cortisone shots, or if it's because it's that big, it might be the bone saw. So we'll see.
You go, bzzz.
Yeah.
She might rather have that than the cortisone shot.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I would. But so I do apologize for missing that. And if we have to do it again, we'll do it again on Crystal's because we were supposed to be on her channel. And I have been catching up on videos. I've been kind of really out of it with what they're giving me to feel better. And
Don't worry, she uses the excuse on me too.
no, but he's been real good helping me walk Peanut and stuff.
Because it's one hot day.
Yeah, today it's 95.
Yeah, with the heat index.
Yeah.
With the, on Thursday, it's going to be 99.
Yeah, we're going to crack 100 on
That day, I'm not going to walk
Monday?
the dog. It's going to be you.
Monday?
Thursday. Today's Monday.
Thursday.
She doesn't know what day it is. You want to hear a funny story? Yesterday she was getting ready to take me to work, you know, because she drives, right? And she puts on her boot, and she's going, I can't find my shoe. Where's my left shoe? Because it's right. I was like, it's on your foot.
Okay, but this is after he's also helping me look for it.
No, I did not.
Yes,
I knew
did.
the whole
Oh,
time.
you did not. Because I have to carry my right one in the bag with me. And then when I get in the car, I have to switch the boot off to the shoe. And then I'm looking for my left shoe, and I didn't even realize I was wearing it already.
I said,
Oh my
so,
God.
go ahead and,
But I do have a couple announcements. Please make sure you check out the community tab. I haven't added it to the last few days, but there are some channels on there that you might want to check out. We put some little snippets on there of cute little things. And then also, if you haven't entered already, go down into Fall Fest 2023. That's the Gail from Southern Living. She's having the Fall Fest. And I'm participating in it. I'm one of the co-hosts. So check that video out, enter, and then if you go on Gail's channel, Gail's Southern Living, I'll link it in the description, and you can go on her channel, in her playlist, and hit that, and it'll take you to every channel that is participating and being co-hosts. But make sure you don't copy and paste, because YouTube will consider it spam, and it is out of there.
I didn't mean to leave and make you guys miss me, but, you know,
I know, their hearts were breaking. Couldn't you hear it?
I tried to make it back quicker, but, you know, I got stuck. My back itched. No. So. Nah, I'm just.
You're crazy.
Okay, so first off, before we get into the stuff I bought her for the Titanic.
Oh, and we also are doing the 100 Days of Halloween. So I'm catching those days up too.
Yeah, and she thinks this is. She's doing a crochet for Granny Square for the Titanic because she thinks it's a horror movie for them.
He goes, it's not a horror movie. I said, well, it was for them.
Only if they got eaten by sharks.
Movie. Yeah.
They didn't get eaten by sharks.
How do you know?
She
they didn't have numbers out then to check for sharks.
She just let Jack die. Jack, she could have saved Jack.
They could have laid on top of each other on the door instead of side by side, and they would have stayed cold or warm out of the water.
Yep.
That's what I think. But since we are talking about the Titanic, I did make a Titanic square. See, here's the water, here's the iceberg, and here's the Titanic as it's going down, 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 down to the ground.
To the ocean floor.
But if you know me, you know I love, what do I love? I love dragons.
Why you gotta ask me what you love?
I love dragons, I love fairies, I love the Titanic, and I love Shark Week.
And she loves the 80s.
And I love the 80s.
And she loves
the 80s is unspeakable.
And she loves the peanut and the monkey.
Yes.
And the Noah.
Yes.
She knows she don't say me.
Ah, you know I love you.
Yeah, she barely ever tells me that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I tell her that every day. And that's true.
But he's doing this video with me, and then I'm kicking him out, and I'm going to do a few more, see what I can get done. So over the next couple days, you'll be seeing a few more videos. So when I'm up to it, I'll just keep catching it up and catching it up till I'm up to the right day. Because we're counting down the 100 days of Halloween.
And she's only on like 19 right now.
I'm on 21.
Oh.
No, I'm on 20. My next one will be 20.
Oh.
So I'm on 20.
Can I give you a spoiler?
No.
It's little slimy little things.
Really? I had to go there.
It is slimy little things.
You had to go there?
Yes.
For real?
Yep.
Okay.
I ruined it. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. All right. So I got myself this, besides the hat, for the Titanic. It's a cool little shot glass. Look at that. Kind of matches the hat. But then it's decorated in the inside, if you can see that.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's kind of
I do love the Titanic. I have read everything I could get my hands on about the Titanic. I have watched the movie, but the reason I made the square, because I didn't get the surprise yet, but I made the square because I watched Titanic 2, which I didn't even know they made a movie, Titanic 2, but obviously they did. And they followed along the same theme. The only thing they didn't is the story about Rose and Jack. So basically, the Titanic did hit an iceberg. The Titanic did go down, and then the guy, ended up going down with the ship. So it was a movie. It was that. So I made that square, and then he showed up with this stuff, and I was like, aww.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know she was watching that, honestly.
But I sound like a clodhopper walking around with the shoe.
I tell Peanut she's morphing into Frankenstein Peanut. She's gonna start walking like this. That's the Mummy actually, but that's Frankenstein too. Yeah.
Frankenstein did too.
She's the bride
Until
of
Bride of Frankenstein see Frankenstein and went, ah!
Got the white streak in her hair.
You're giving me white streaks in my hair.
Yeah.
You're driving me crazy.
So, I got her this little pen. You see? And it says Titanic on it. Pretty cool.
When you're done, I'm going to tell them the story.
And it's clear like the like the ice of the iceberg. That's my take on it.
Well, if the iceberg was clear, they wouldn't have hit it.
Yeah, they would have, because they wouldn't have seen it.
Why not? That's what I said.
Yeah. Then I got her this. Yes. Then I got her this keychain.
Isn't that cool?
See, there's a little iceberg in it with a little Titanic in there and swimming on the water. It's like, whoosh, there it goes. You see Jack falling? Ah!
Oh, that's fun. You should show them the back so they can see it better. See, they're hitting the rough waters, the rough waters.
And then I got her this bag.
It's a project bag.
See, it says Titanic
1912.
But then the side looks like this. And then the other side looks like
It's just got different views of the Titanic.
Can you see it? No, I'm trying to.
Right here.
Are we able to see the back side?
No, I'll show them that. See,
Yeah,
that's
up,
that
look.
one. And then that.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? I think we might head out to Missouri sometime and go see that Titanic Museum.
And then I got her this because I knew she would like this.
Wait, are you going to show this stuff first?
Oh, yeah. This actually came like this.
And it came in this really cool wrapper. Look, it says, oh, I got it upside
Yeah,
down. No,
it's
it's right.
the same.
Titanic.
So it came like this with a package, right? And it had a little postcard in there. So.
I'm sorry, Neva, I got to keep this postcard.
Let's see. Well, either way, you can see it through here. But it says, hello, thanks for your order. It says, we value your order, if anything, stuff, just like that. But it says Titanic crew member, and it's Lauren. And then the date it was shipped, it's like they're trying to make it like if this was our boarding
Ticket,
pass.
yeah.
So it's pretty fun. Then if you wanted to, you can buy Titanic.
The Diamond of the Ocean.
Yeah, the Diamond of the Ocean.
What's that one?
That's our receipts for the
Oh.
stuff.
That's just the receipt.
And then,
But it looks it's so cool. It looks like a little boarding pass packet. You
Yeah.
know?
it's even sealed on the one side. It looks like that. It's kind of cool. And things weren't that bad. Price.
And I really liked it. I do.
And so as long as she enjoys it, it doesn't really matter how much it was. If I spent $1 or if I spent $500, it doesn't
Well, it
matter.
was really sweet.
Because she got 2 back-to-back days of Happy Meal. I don't get Happy Meal.
You don't deserve Happy Meal.
I know, I just get Sad Meal.
Hey.
You know what her best Happy Meal is? When she leaves my work after dropping me off, she's like, I am done with them for the night.
I'm like, yeah.
So like 2 weeks ago when I was off for a week, she was like, oh my goodness.
Pina couldn't even wait for him to go. He's like, go back to work.
Oh.
If you break that, I'm going to be so mad.
Okay. So then I got her this. This was kind of cool. It says, it's facts about the Titanic.
And this is one I actually have not read.
So we decided we're going to tell you a few facts.
We're thinking about maybe doing once a week on one video, adding in a fact about the Titanic.
So chapter 1 it says it's birth of a dream. So let's see here.
I think you should do the, what was on there. We can do that one next time.
Which one?
The one that tells what was on the ship.
Well, it's just...
It gives you sections, and it's like about the dream, and then it tells you what was in the Titanic, the crew members, the decks. It tells you all kinds of stuff, and this was from... These are taken pictures that people had taken.
So like these,
yeah,
like pictures and stuff. It's
things
pretty
that
cool.
were still saved from the Titanic and from people that got
Like here's
rescued.
some other pictures.
And then they got stories from people that were still alive at that time. And I think it was last year, am I right or wrong, that the last person had passed away from the Titanic?
Yeah, I think so. And here's the map of where Titanic was supposed to go.
See, it started out in where? Scotland, right?
Where does it start? It's
Right here. It starts from here.
in Belfast, Ireland.
Oh, Ireland? Okay, Ireland. It was built in Scotland, right?
I don't know. Titanic leaves Southampton. I think that's England.
I don't know. Me too. It was supposed to be from the 10th to the 15th.
Because it says Titanic leaves Southampton for Cherbourg, France, early on in the afternoon of April 10th, and from Cherbourg to Queenstown, Ireland. Later that evening, she departed Queenstown at 11:30 p.m. on April 11th. The Great Liner hit an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th and founders at 2:20 a.m. April 15th.
And I will tell you a fact that you might not know. That the reason that boats have to keep their radios on is because when the Titanic went down, there was a ship only maybe a half hour away from them, but they had shut the radio off. So the other ship that was a few hours away was the only one that answered their radio call. So after that happened, it was passed that every ship had to keep their radios on and be manned at all times. And it was because of the Titanic.
And that's the actual captain.
And if you've seen the movie The Titanic, they actually got a guy that really looked like him.
Really, honestly, who's not saw the movie The Titanic?
I'm just saying.
Especially, women loved that movie, Some people took it a little to the extremes, like, I saw it 80 times at the movie theaters.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago was the first time I ever watched it. I asked Cindy if I could just fast forward it and I just wanted to see, I didn't need to see the love story, I just wanted to see the Titanic
But the
go
whole
down.
fun part is the love story.
No, the fun part is the Titanic going down.
No, it's not. The fun part is watching the love
Here, you tell
story.
some of the
Trying to find that page I was going to tell you about. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, this gives you a list of the dishes, the silver, the glassware, the plates that were in this thing. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, okay? The basins of sugar, they had 400 pounds. Bottles of water, 2,500. Bowls, 1,000 finger bowls and 500 salad bowls. Cups for breakfast, they had 4,500. Bouillon, they had 3,000. Coffee, 1,500. And teacups, 3,000. Then when they went to the dishes, bouillon, but you gotta look up what a bouillon bowl is 3,000. Butter was 4,000
that
bowls.
might be a soup bowl.
Maybe a soup bowl. Maybe that's what they called it, bouillon. Crystal glasses, they had 1,500. Entrees, they had 400. Fruit, 400. These are pounds. Meat, 400 pounds. Pie, 1,200 pounds. Pudding, 1,200 pounds. Soufflés, 1,500 pounds. Vegetables, 400 pounds. Forks for dinner, they had 8,000 of them. Fruit, they had 15,000 pounds. Fish, they had 15,000. And oysters, they had 1,000. Then glasses, for celery glasses, they had 300. Champagne, they had 1,500. Cocktails, they had 1,500. Liquor, they had 1,200. And wine glasses, they had 2,000 of them. And now these jugs.
And it says all of these were loaded at Southampton, where it began.
So this was all stocked on the ship. Now for jugs, it says the claret is 300 pounds. Then the creams were, 300 jugs. Cream was 1,000 jugs. I don't know what claret means. I have to look that up too. Now for the knives, they had 400 butter knives, 4,000 dessert dishes, or dessert knives. Sorry, 1,500 fish knives, 1,500 fruit knives, 4,000 table knives. Do you want to read this one?
Oh, and then the plates. It says breakfast was. They had 2,500 breakfast plates. They had 2,000 dessert plates. They had 12,000 dinner plates. They had 5,500 ice cream plates or bowls, and then 4,500
I think these are plates.
Soup plates. That's soup bowls. Pots. They had
Coffee pots.
yeah. Then pots. They had 1,200 coffee pots. They had 1,200 teapots, saucers, and then they had
For saucers.
yeah, for saucers they had. Oh, okay. Teapots was 1,200. Then they went to saucers. It was breakfast saucers, 4,500. Coffee saucers were 1,500, and tea saucers were 3,000. Then you had shakers. You had pepper, which was 2,000 of them. Salt, 2,000. Then you had spoons. Dessert, 3,000. Dinner, 5,000. Egg, 2,000. Mustard, 1,500. Salt, 1,500. Tea, 6,000. Then they went into tumbler. This is glass cut.
It's a cut glass.
Cut glass, that's what I meant, sorry. 8,000. Then vase for flowers, they had 500 of them. Then the miscellaneous, like tongs, they had 400. Grape scissors was 100. Nutcrackers, 300. Sugar tongs, 400. And toast racks, 400.
Which we actually found out what a toast rack was, because we've been watching this pottery show that's filmed in England, and they had
That's probably where that came.
I mean, really, seriously.
Because they were from South End.
And they had to do a toast rack. And we're like, what the heck's a toast rack?
I knew what it was, but she didn't.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not going to tell you guys, so I'll let her tell you.
Because he fell asleep in the middle of it.
Nah,
But anyway,
I don't fall asleep through
but
stuff I watch.
they did it, and they made it like a flat, and then they put little pieces so you could stand the toast up in each one. So that's what a toast rack is. That they just put the toast in these little.
If you want one, you just take it.
Yeah, they put it in the little slots, and then it was open though, like this, and you just went like this and this and this.
Mm-hmm.
So you just grab your piece.
So like
of
if you made a
toast
loaf, it would just be like one in each there, you know?
Well, they weren't that big. They were only like 4
I was just
slots
saying
for a table.
hypothetically. You
Yeah,
can make
but I mean, it was for 4 tables. So they made it look like just a bread caddy, actually. And then the total items from this page of what they had on the ship came out to 127,000 altogether of all those items that they had put in. Now that's not even counting this one, where they do linens and victuals, which is food.
Yeah.
Cargo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just for those plates. Like here is.
I think I showed that one already.
Did you show this one?
Yeah.
The Olympic on the left entering the dry dock, while the Titanic on the right was being moved to a dock to continue fitting out. Fitting out. So I guess that means sailing. But there's their picture of them, which is really cool. And this book is by Lee W. Meredith. And it's got so much information, but I think I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one. But I mean, they really did capture a lot of how the Titanic was in the movie. The roast and...
not in the movie. This is the real deal.
I'm talking about the Titanic movie. They actually made it like... Here's the
Well, I think James Cameron, when he made the movie, he really dug deep into
and
it. Yeah.
I think he got a hold of a lot of the people that had survived the Titanic. And, you know, like, there was a story when the kids were younger in the Chicago Sun-Times. I used to read it every morning. And there was a story that they were going to rebuild the Titanic. And if the Titanic, they were going to make it the exact same way, except with a bigger rudder, because the rudder was not big enough to turn that size of a ship. but they were still going to make it out of the same steel, the same, iron, anything that they would, and try and make another unsinkable ship. And so they were saying in the Sun-Times that if this gets done, they are going to offer tickets starting at $25,000. Now, what the people from the Titanic said was that the story of it goes that if you set sail the same ship from the same place and ending up in New York, this where they were supposed to go, that on the voyage, when you go over where this ship had sank, you would either see a ship, the Titanic, first one, come up with a lady on the end where they showed Rose saying, "I'm flying," that it would be a ghost lady on the end of the ship, and she would sail them safely to the Titanic. But if that ship didn't show up while they were sailing, it was going to sink and suffer the same fate. So that was the story that the people from the ship had said about the Titanic. I don't know where it came from. I don't know, but it was in the Sun-Times when the kids were younger, and I thought that was so cool. I told my mom, I said, "I'm going to get me a ticket on that." And she goes, "What? What?" She did not like it at all.
Yeah.
At all. She did. I mean, she loves when I would tell her stories about it or what I read about it and things that had happened on it that, they couldn't put everything into the movie. It was already 3 hours long. But the love story between Jack and
that was all
Rose
made up.
I know, that was made up. But, I mean, who knows? It could have happened. Nobody really knows.
But if I'd have been during that time, I'd have been like Jack. I'd have snuck on it and then found the fair lady up there.
Seriously. We wouldn't have even got our asses over the fences at the end, over the sides to hold on.
Hey.
Please. We'd be like, "Dude, I'm gonna go."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to hike ourselves over that. We'd have just been hanging on. Like, "Get a rope, we'll hang on the rope."
I'd have been one of those people trying to shovel the coal inside the down underneath to keep the Titanic moving.
Yeah, okay. Tell them, stop putting coal. We gotta slow down, stop, turn. But it was a really good movie. It is 3 hours long. So, you did get quite antsy in the show. After 3 hours, you were just like...
To me, honestly, it was okay. I was never big on it, but I only saw it because she wanted me to watch it with her just to say I saw it. But, it's not one of my favorites.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a great movie. And when the little Irish guy, when they're sinking, the little Irish guy goes, "I don't know what they're doing, but I'm following the rats." Because they had rats in the lower cargo part of it. And
Well, the rats go to land, I think, right?
They stay dry. So that's why he said that. I'm following the rats, because that end was going down. They're following the rats up.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a really good movie. I liked it. I give it a 10.
All I know is that really happened, and you were on it. That would really be bad. It would really... I'd probably even have a heart attack before I even went down. Because you're done,
I would have just jumped off and swam to the nearest lifeboat. Get me in!
Yeah. But the water was so cold.
Guy had died.
But that's why most people died. It wasn't because, they sank. It was because of the hypothermia of the ice cold water.
Yeah, so the sharks had popsicles.
Yeah. No, but that's why most of the people died.
But see, that is one thing. They never said anything about the sharks getting them.
Maybe sharks didn't get them.
They're in the middle of Atlantic. There's sharks.
I'm sure it was Atlantic.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, stop shaking your knee because you're shaking the whole table.
Oh.
Okay, guys.
I'm putting it in a shake.
I'll tell you some more about this book later.
I was making it feel like what the Titanic was feeling like when it would hit the iceberg, and it's like boom, 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 and it started shaking.
he needs a nap. So we're going to let you go. I'll be back in a few minutes with my next square for my next horror movie. Hugs and puppy kisses, prayers if you need them.
And remember, adopt, don't shop.
That's right. And why?
Because there's too many babies in this world.
That need a home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kitty cats, dogs, birds, rats,
No.
scorpions, spiders.
No. No. But there is a python on the loose in Rockford, Illinois.
No, there was. I don't know if he got caught or not, but there was. It was
There
a while
was.
back. Yeah.
It was a giant python. It got out of his cage, got out of the guy's house.
He wanted to enjoy life. See
Yeah,
what
he's
was-
going to come up in somebody's toilet if he can fit. I don't think he can fit, though. But he's going to come up in somebody's house. But he's loose in Rockford,
It'd be
Illinois.
kind of funny. You go to pick it up and you go, hello.
Yeah. Open the lid. Hello!
Yep. Yep. You never want to use that toilet again.
Feel like you just shut the lid going, I did not see that. I did not see that. I did not see it.
Mhm. Yep. All right. On that note, we're gonna let you go.
Okay, bye guys. And I hope you guys are all enjoying your gifts from our Podiversary and from our shark game. That was awesome. Thank you all for entering. And we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye guys.